Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Dredile, and I'm making a video today. It's been a while since I've made a video, and excuse the long hair. I was supposed to get a haircut, but I actually need it. I know it sounds weird, but I actually need it for a video that I'm making, and you'll see shortly. Yeah, I haven't been posting as much, and I figured I'd sort of talk about what's going on in my life, because I mean, my YouTube channel has been going on for so long. I've come to realization that I've essentially vlogged, or literally, not as in like, hey guys, how's it going, like as in video logged a large portion of my life. I can see videos from when I was literally in 8th grade recording Let's Plays of some of my favorite mods and games, and making maps and doing things that I've always really enjoyed. There's times, some of the funnest times of my life have been on my channel. Excuse me. Have been on my channel. Act Jazz. There's a couple of videos that I've had to take down recently because of YouTube's lovely flagging system. But if anyone who actually cares wants to hear about unsavory, or I guess sort of background chapter of my life, which I don't really talk about, and I don't really expect to talk about it ever again on this channel in regards to myself, because I know I can get through this. It's just really unfortunate that I ever had to make this video in the first place, because all my life, and I guess we can just throw the elephant out in the room, right? Depression, sadness, or whatever. My entire life, I've always been kind of the goober, the goofball, the guy who shows up, makes people laugh, does a cool trick, I'm sort of like a party trick, and then it's over. I'm kind of like, and there's a book that I love called Name of the Wind that puts it perfectly, where the main character, Kvoth, is talking about, I guess, his relationships with women, which doesn't have much to pertain to me, but not that I'm gay, but, hell, give me a couple days at this point. He describes it as, I'm kind of like a smooth stone, like a neat or an interesting rock that's picked up on the wayside, like a trail. It's carried for several miles, held fondly until the person who's carrying it sort of just realizes that is, at the end of the day, for all its subtleties and interesting features, it's just a fucking rock. I don't want to ramble too much, but thoughts like that have started tumbling around in my mind, and probably over the past year, I would say it really spiraled to the point where, old Dreddy Drew had a pretty hard time the past couple of months. And the worst part about it is, when I say I had a hard time, depressed, whatever, I know that in the back of my head, like, people have it way worse. Like, this entire year, I've traveled, I've met all kinds of people, I've gotten more money, I'm doing quote unquote good in my job, my office. I got toys. Just got this new frickin' Pioneer DJ mixer. Whoa, focus. Pianos. I got everything. It's all right here. But I'm not happy. And those people are alarmed, like, don't be. It's not like nothing like suicidal or anything like that. I would get professional help before that occurred. But there's days, there has been days where I go home from work and just go straight to bed, look at the ceiling, and just thought all kinds of miserable, terrible thoughts about me, my place in life, where I'm at. And I hate to be on this soapbox. I really do. whoever finds it interesting, who knows? Maybe some people out there, you never know, it could help. Particularly if you think you could never, ever get depressed, which I did. I was like, depression or whatever. No, it's not me. Until one day, you're living on your own, you got all your toys, and you feel this emptiness. And then you look it up, and you fit all the check boxes. I'm like a Republican leaflet at a Trump convention. If you just hand it to someone, they're just like, oh, check. That's me. I'm a Republican. I literally checked the boxes. The thoughts that go through my head, these might not be justified. These might not be a big deal. These are just the thoughts that I've entertained recently. I'm a failure. Everything I do sucks. I'm not good at anything. I'm alone. I don't feel connected to anybody, even though I have amazing friends who do everything for me. Something's the gyro's not right or something, because I don't feel that happy. Now, that's not to say that it's not been getting better. There's been past week or so, and I'll explain a little bit about my game plan for tackling this issue, because podcast I've listened to, Joe Rogan Experience. I'm sure you've heard of Joe Rogan. If you haven't, congrats. You're under the age of 14 or something. But yeah, he equated it to, being depressed. One, it's not an uncommon thing. And two, it's just like playing a video game where you took the wrong route and you got stuck. And I can definitely relate to that. Your boy has played a shitload of video games in his life. And some of the funnest things I've ever done have been in video games. I picked up a book. What is it called? The New Mood, by some brilliant author or something. I'm sure he's got like 8 feather quills, and he just doesn't even have to look, and he just writes a bunch of crazy shit, and it gets published. I've been reading this guy, this book, New Mood, which I'd recommend to anyone who's down in the dumps, I guess, or depressed, because it focuses a lot on cognitive behavioral therapy, which just kind of goes to show that all your thoughts in situations and moods like this are completely twisted. They're distorted. Just the thought of, I'm a failure. What's the point of trying when everything I do is a failure? Shows your thought process as to why you're wrong and what you need to do to think otherwise. And that's been subtly working. It's a slow process, but yesterday I've been trying to keep in my head this motto: no 0 days, right? No 0 days. 0 days where you do nothing. 0 days where all you got is a Cheeto bag and your feet propped up on the bed. And I don't count going to work as being a non-zero day for me, because work is something you got to do. So non-zero day for me. Yesterday I got home, I went grocery shopping, I went to the gym, I came home, I cooked this amazing sweet chili chicken thing, got it all Tupperwared up, portioned out, took it to work today, had lunch. It was it was amazing, bon appetit, as the French assholes would say. Not that I have anything against the French. Your croissants are fucking amazing. Yesterday was a good non-zero day. Today, I ate right, went to work, got my work done, came home. I'm working on this video idea that I have. I'm trying to talk to people more. I'm trying to go out more, because I think a big problem is the fact that I've been so isolated. I just come home, bash my head up against my computer, and try to get a program to work, which you'll be seeing more of shortly. It's been kind of a problem. Another thing I'm doing is this coming month, July, I'm entering the hammer map competition. One of the things, if anyone who knows me knows, I used to be a mapper. Used to be a decent enough mapper, if I do say so myself. I don't know if that'll still carry over, but I'm gonna enter the hammer mapping competition for fun. See if I can still do it. see if I can keep up with the lads, and just make something again. Like make a map, make a experience for people. So that's something to look forward to. And all of this, as I previously said, is nothing that I can't overcome. I know that within my heart of heart that like I'm better than this, which could also potentially be one of the reasons why I feel so down, is because when I'm not doing so well, I really feel like I'm not doing well. I'm always like almost admirable of like people who, they wear baggy shorts, tank tops, they just crash into their like really shitty flat and, turn on Cartoon Network and they're happy as a bumblebee, in the hive. Just, it's another day. It's what I do. I don't feel like that. It's bizarre. And, I'm working, trying to figure it all out. And I don't want anyone to be freaked out. But I figured I'd be honest. And if it helps anybody, that is, I guess, the point. That would be a positive outcome in this world, I think. They say that you should live your life as if to put out a net positive on the world. And that sounds really grandiose, but don't be a net negative on the population. What does that mean? Burglarizing people, that's kind of a net negative. Killing puppies, I wouldn't recommend it. Dropping shopping carts on the elderly, not another, don't do that one either. But yeah, and I think if I can get myself into a good mindset and really make sure that I do the right thing going forward and just mind my Q's and cross my T's, and I didn't say that right, but I would like to do something good in this world. I've hit a road bump. And what do you do when you hit a road bump? You goddamn slow down and go over it. You hit the brakes a little bit so you don't catapult yourself into another fucking nation. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Sorry for the serious video. More content's coming soon, but for anyone who's interested, there you go.